Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This video is about dating a cult member. Let's watch the video.
Alright, so a lot of y'all followed me from my little story earlier when I was telling you guys about this hood pastor. He wasn't a hood pastor, but he was ghetto, that I was dating. And he lived in St. Louis. I lived in Houston. So this guy used to literally fly me out to places. So our first time linking up, he flew me out to Ohio for a conference. I got there to the conference. He didn't have me a ticket. He flew me out. The flight was like $700. You a pastor, you telling me how you want me to, see where my head at. You think this conference would be good for me in business. Baby, I get there. You ain't got me no ticket. You got one room. You Louis Vuitton down. So I'm like, okay. So that's where we left off at. So, boom. First of all, let me tell y'all, when y'all meet people and your spirit don't like them and you don't know why, don't try to figure out why. Your mindset should be, my spirit do not agree with this person, and I'm going to listen to my spirit, because out of all of the things that I could be feeling right now, why am I feeling this particular feeling? So fast forward, first time I talked to him on the phone, he was like doing this push. I call it like a push and pull. Things that manipulators do. Oh, you're so pretty, but why your lashes so long? Real high value men. Like men of my caliber, and I'm not just talking about me specifically, but men of my caliber, I get to talk to them every day. And one of the things they complain about is females' eyelashes. Then he goes on to tell me, yeah, I'm a pastor, so image is important. So first conversation, he's already vetting me, right? He's trying to see, what's her response to me telling her things I like and don't like? Because narcissists, they need to have that off the dribble. Narcissists, they only want to play with people that they can manipulate. Narcissists aren't looking to break you down to manipulate you. They typically want to deal with people that they can typically know that they can control. They don't have time to try to manipulate you into being manipulated. You gotta already be manipulatable. So, first conversation, the way I felt after talking to him on the phone that day, I was like, what the hell just happened? All these people in my life telling me how amazing I am, and here this dude go on the phone sitting here telling me how your lashes too long, and not for me, but for high value men that I be around. And the type of woman like you're gonna need a high value man. And I'm just giving you some feedback, because you wifey material right now. Your hair and your makeup and stuff, it just gives girlfriend. But I'm just saying, you beautiful in my eyes though. So you told me how I could be wifey material, but then I'm wifey material, but I'm giving girlfriend material. So most women who are so anxious to be married, first thing that they would do is, okay, well, what I got to do? They're going to go switch their hair, their lashes up. I didn't do none of that. Because, baby, if you don't like me, you just don't like me. Period. Because, baby, the boys it be raining men where I'm at. Okay? So that was my first tell. I pay attention to how people make me feel. How people make me feel is very, very important. So then y'all ever meet somebody and be like, dang, when I first met him, I did not like him. I do not know why I gave him a chance. Y'all ever have that happen to you? So I've learned from that. Anytime I meet somebody that I just really don't like, my spirit already tell me, you ever meet somebody, you kind of get into it with them, then y'all just end up being cool, And then in the end, you be like, dang, this is what I was feeling. This is what I was recognizing, right? So it was kind of like one of those situations during this time. So moving forward, oh, I hope I have enough labels. All right, my bad. I had to find more labels. And guys, if you go to my website, I teach business. I make a full-time living off of selling my own skincare products. So I'm going to be doing a class on how to make your own labels, how to make labels, what needs to be on your labels. Because you want to sell on other markets like Amazon, Walmart, that type of thing. So, y'all, back to the cult leader. Back to him. So, that was the first conversation. Something told me do not talk to him. Long story short, like, the next day we spoke. We actually got into it. I ended up, like, going off on him because I didn't like the way I felt the night before. After talking to this nigga, like, people will project how they feel about themselves onto you. And when you leave from around them, you ever be around sad people and you leave and they're sad and then you leave and you're like, dang, I'm just so sad. Like, dang, you know, like, what's wrong with me? Why am I so sad? It's because you done been around sad people, and energy is transferable. You could be around people that are just so motivating and they're speaking positively to you, and then you leave from around them, you feeling good, you feeling positive about life, same thing. So he was projecting that onto me. I didn't like that. So the next day I talked to him, I prayed about it, and the Holy Spirit was like, read him. So the next day I went off on him. Y'all, when I went off on him, it's like it made him more attracted to me. I was like, yeah, I'm not one of your church members. I'm not one of your spiritual daughters. He has so many spiritual daughters. Y'all be careful of these pastors and leaders. They got all these spiritual sons, spiritual daughters, and their biological sons and daughters hate them. Don't go to their church. Don't support them, because that's how he was. His kids hated his guts, hated him. But you got all these spiritual sons and daughters. So, anywho, going forward, so he has a church in St. Louis. Now, this ain't like no Cash App online pastor, like full church, full ministry, like running a full-on cult. Church in Africa, everything looked good. But I noticed the church is really ran by a bunch of men. He would always tell me stuff like, all these women at my church want to marry me, and here I am giving you all my time. You found favor in my sight. Oh, you like Ruth. I mean, he's like, you like Esther. You found favor in the sight of the Lord. So that's one of the things that y'all gotta look out for with these people, not just romantically, but I've heard people go through this type of stuff with spiritual parents, being manipulated, being used, people in the church asking them to use their credit. Like, even this pastor, y'all, his church, he financed the building under 2 members of the church, spiritual daughters, because him or his wife credit wasn't good enough. Like, if God gave you the vision, what you asking the members finance the building? But mind y'all, I told y'all, guns, drinking, smoking. This pastor was crazy. If y'all want to hear more, like, tap, share, save, send it to somebody, and y'all, at least 10 people say, tell us more. We interested in the story. I'm going to do this in part series, okay?
Yeah, it's crazy to be dealing with a cult member, leader, sitting here doing all these different things and doing all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you just look for somebody that's already in the cult? Why you look for somebody that's outside of the cult? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your opinion on this video? You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Life with Sean Renee, and I'm out. Bye.